Hello, my siblings in Christ and Immanuel Lutheran Church. This is Pastor Kristen Engstrom, and I am an ELCA Global Missionary whom your congregation supports. And so on this Missionary Sunday, I bring you greetings and thanksgiving that you are involved and part of the global mission of this church. I serve as a global missionary in Zambia in southern Africa. You can see it circled on that map on the screen next to me. And in Zambia, I serve with the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Zambia as the facilitator for leadership development and capacity building. And so as part of our work together in the global mission of the church on this Missionary Sunday, I want to share with you an update on some of the ministries that I am involved in here in Zambia. The first update is that the Church Council of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Zambia met in person for the first time since COVID began, and they met in March of 2023. And this meeting had been highly anticipated, highly waited for in the church. And so I was so glad that they met, that they rose to the challenge to meet, because here in Zambia, transport costs are high. And so it's always a challenge to get people from every part of the country to come together. You can see on the screen a picture of most of the church council members who are there in worship on Sunday morning during our meeting. Then you can see the Senior Pastor Japao. He's over on the far side of the screen introducing the council. And the council is made up of both pastors and lay people from the whole church. You also can see a lovely picture of myself up in the top of the screen. One of the issues we looked at, as you look at in every church council meeting, were the finances and church sustainability and generosity in the church here. And so this is me trying to explain and to teach a bit about the church budget and how finances are used in the church, which is something we are all always learning about in the church in every part of the world. And I will just say that I was very proud of the council as they met together, because they faced many challenges in helping this church to move forward, and they didn't give up in the face of so many challenges. They kept listening to each other, they kept listening to God, and putting their trust in God and in the people of this church, that together they can move forward and rise to the challenges that are in front of them. Another thing that has been going on in the church here, just as in the ELCA, is that we just went through Holy Week and Easter. And here in ELCA, for Easter week, Holy Week and Easter, congregations gather together in their districts. They don't celebrate Easter alone, but they'll gather with 5 to 7 to even 10 other congregations from Maundy, Thursday through Easter, and have workshops. The choirs will sing, there'll be worship, there'll be skits, there'll be all sorts of things going on. And it's a great time of fellowship and learning together. So I gathered with the Lusaka congregations, and you can see on the screen 2 of the things that we did in addition to the workshops and the singing. On the bottom of the screen, the HIV and AIDS coordinator led us in a worship service, responding to HIV and AIDS concerns, as well as to other concerns, natural disasters, other things that come into our lives and affect our lives. And we had a candle lighting service as part of that. And the picture you see is people coming forward to light candles around the cross. And then on Easter morning, it was wonderful because as the pastors were getting ready, we started hearing singing, and the choirs had all gone across the road to a parking lot over there and gathered there, and then led us in marching down the highway, singing Easter songs with the church Chitenge, or the fabric, in front of us, because we didn't have a sign, to greet the neighborhood on Easter morning, to sing praise to God and to remember that Jesus has been risen. So it was really fun. We had some people directing traffic so that everyone was safe on the sides of the road, but it was a great way to start Easter morning. And I would encourage you and your congregation, I know you're also on a highway, to go out singing on Easter morning to share the good news with our neighborhood. And then the last update for you is that I am also now working with youth leadership. In the church, the youth are probably the largest population. It's also true in the country. And so I'm working with the leaders of the youth to support them, to accompany them as they try and move the youth forward and to lead the youth. So you can see on the top of the screen a young man. His name is Martin Mushani. He's the new acting coordinator of the Youth League here in the church. And then you can see some of the youth from one of the congregations on the bottom gathered for a special, I think that was Youth Sunday or something. So that has been really fun for me to be able to work with the youth and to engage in their enthusiasm and their ideas and visions for ministry. So that is a new part of my work here in Zambia. And so again, I'd close by saying thank you, Zikomo, and may God bless you on this Missionary Sunday. And just remember, Jesus is risen, Yesu auka, and God is with us. Zikomo, thank you.